A gentleman come into my office in his early 50s. He was a bartender, and he gave me the history of 6 months previously. He was lifting a big case of bottles off a shelf, and he felt kind of a snap in his ischial tuberosity, right basically in the glute, and he thought he had pulled a hamstring. He woke up the next day and he had severe pain down his right leg. And it was there whether he was standing, whether he was sitting, whether he was lying down. It was just killing him. He went to his medical doctor first, and he got painkillers, muscle relaxers, and was prescribed a course of physical therapy. The drugs did not relieve his pain. The course of physical therapy started to do it, and the physical therapist was so discouraged with his response that they actually stopped the course of therapy early and said, I don't think I can help you out. So then he turned to acupuncture. And he went to an acupuncturist 3 times a week for about a month. And at the end of that time, the acupuncturist says, I don't think I can help you, because he still had that same severe pain and hadn't alleviated. She goes, and I don't think it's sciatic, I don't know what it is, but if you can figure it out, if you ever find out, let me know. So then he made an appointment to see me. And when I saw him on the appointment book, I checked my records and found out he had been in previously to my office 3 years before for a similar complaint. So when he came into the office, I asked him, I said, why didn't you come to me first? And he said, well, because the last time I came in here with something similar, you put me on my side and cranked me, and it hurt worse after, and I was frightened to come back. And so I said, okay, well, I've changed techniques. I'm using a very high-tech instrument. It's very precise, very gentle, and I think you're going to enjoy what I do with it. And I kind of gave him my usual introduction to the instrument. And I said, no matter what, you don't have to worry. It's not going to hurt you. And I laid him down on the table and worked on him. And after the second adjustment, he came in and he said, I think I might be getting a little bit better. I think so, I'm not sure. But after the fourth adjustment, he came in all excited, smiling, and said, I worked my entire shift last night, pain-free. That thing is amazing. I'm going to tell all my friends about it. Can I have some cards? And you know bartenders, they love to talk. That's what they do. That's part of what they do to make their living. And so that was a great story. The other interesting thing about him is he eventually moved off the island and asked me if I knew of anybody. He was moving into the Northwest and Washington, if I knew anybody there who had an instrument. I told him how to plug in his zip code and find out if there was anyone there. And he went over there, found someone, and they used the instrument. And one of the beautiful things about the PulStar is you get a consistent analysis and adjustment from doctor to doctor. They know exactly, the patient knows exactly what to expect, and it actually worked very well for him. And he now lives in Washington State and is a PulStar patient over there.